Hello readers, this is Mrs. Porter coming to you once again from an undisclosed location here in Caroline County with another one of my bootleg book talks. I have 5 books to share with you today. The first one is not published yet. I have a preview copy. It's being published in April, 2019. It's called Aladdin Far from Agrabah. Many of you have seen the animated Disney movie of Aladdin, and there's a live-action Aladdin movie coming out soon. This book starts out similar to the animated movie, but at the point where Aladdin takes Jasmine for a magic carpet ride, things kind of change. Jasmine is determined to see Aladdin's homeland of Agrabah, which of course doesn't exist. So through the genie, suddenly it comes to life. It's a pretty amazing place. Aladdin and Jasmine go there. There's a lot of different situations to get to know more about each other, and there's a villain. Not the same villain as in the original movie. It's a pretty cool story. And if you look carefully at the end of the book, you'll notice it has some darker pages here on the ends. Those indicate where there are stories within the story. There are fables and folk tales from Aladdin's and Jasmine's culture, and they come to play in the actual story. If you want to see this one, you're going to have to come to me personally in the media center. I have this preview copy I can share with you. It's not on the shelf. The next book is called Game Changer. This is my preview copy, but we actually have this on the shelves in our media center. The main character's name is Teddy Youngblood. And Teddy is in a coma. He's 13 years old, plays football, and had sort of an unspecified injury at his practice. The story is told from a lot of different perspectives. It's told from what Teddy is thinking while he's in the coma, the perspective of his parents, his sister, his grandmother, and his friends. It's told also in interviews, because nobody really knows what happened with this injury, and there's a lot of online chatter. Texting going back and forth, posts on social media. Some of the kids are saying what happened, asking lots of questions, and other kids are texting each other and sending posts online saying, don't tell, stay strong, be quiet. And come to find out, the adults are trying to find out what's going on. Will somebody be able to stand up and tell the truth? Will Teddy wake up? Read Game Changer and find out. The next book is called Ruby in the Sky. Ruby Moon Hayes is the main character, and she has just moved back to her mom's hometown in Vermont. She doesn't want anybody to ask about her dad. Her mom just got arrested and fired from yet another job. She's going to school, but she's kind of different, so some of the kids sort of make fun of her. She does have some friends. And then she becomes friends with the lady who lives in the abandoned house down the street, the bird lady. Turns out that the kids in town think the bird lady's crazy, that she killed her family. But what Ruby finds out about her will shock everyone. Read Ruby in the Sky. The next book is called It Wasn't Me. The main character's name is Theo. He goes to Shipton Middle School, and his art teacher convinced him to put up an art exhibit that he did. He does photography. He did selfies and artistically altered them so they looked really cool. And one day they're in the hallway and somebody has vandalized these selfies, writing horrible things on them, drawing pictures on top of them. There were 5 kids in the hallway when it was discovered. So Theo's favorite teacher decides to try something called a justice circle, and while these kids are supposed to be on spring break, she brings the 6 of them together all day, every day during school hours to try and talk things through. Each one of them has to write a sheet every day answering some questions about what happened. And Theo has some definite ideas of who he thinks it was, but as the week goes on and he gets to know these other kids better, he kind of doesn't want to know who it was. We learn a lot about each of these kids. They all have a stereotype. The jock, the weirdo, the popular girl. But we come to find out that underneath it, they're not really all that they are seen to be. Good story. The last book I wanted to share with you is called The Safest Lie, and this is set during World War II. The main character's name is Anna Bauman. She's Jewish, and she lives in the ghetto. Hitler's men, the Nazis, have rounded up everybody in her area of Poland and put them into the Warsaw Ghetto. Her parents are very frightened for her because every day more and more people are disappearing. So one day, Anna's mother keeps her home from her classes and says, "You're not Anna Bauman anymore. You're Anna Kozlowska," and teaches her a whole new identity. And the next day, Anna's forced to leave with a woman, sneaking out of the ghetto and being taken to a safe house, hiding there, and then being taken to an orphanage at a Catholic church. And from there, being taken to another home, going place to place, not knowing what's going on with her family, always having to pretend that she isn't who she is, frightened that people will discover who she really is. It's kind of a thriller, probably based on some true happenings during World War II, The Safest Lie. If you're interested in any of these books, please come see me in the Media Center to review again Aladdin Far from Agrabah, Game Changer, Ruby in the Sky, It Wasn't Me, and The Safest Lie. Thank you.